What happens when a star dies? Does it explode in a brilliant supernova, collapse into a black hole, or maybe it does something stranger? What if I told you a star could become a planet? It sounds impossible. Stars are blazing nuclear engines. Planets are cold, quiet rocks or gas balls. But in the far reaches of the cosmos, something wild is happening. Some stars are fading into planetary form. Not exploding, not collapsing into black holes, just shrinking, cooling, becoming something new. To understand this cosmic metamorphosis, you need to know one key thing. Fusion is what makes a star a star. A star fuses hydrogen in its core. That's what creates heat, pressure, and light. It's why our sun shines. But when a star runs out of fuel, fusion stops, and everything that held it up begins to fall in. Small to medium-sized stars don't explode. They quietly collapse into something called a white dwarf, the hot, dense, leftover core of the star. No fusion, no light-producing engine, just a stellar skeleton, slowly cooling for billions of years. And here's the twist. As white dwarfs cool, they lose energy, shrink, and become dimmer, until one day, they could be indistinguishable from planets. Theoretically, they'd shrink to the size of Earth, but still weigh as much as the Sun. Insanely dense, almost invisible. Not quite a star, not quite a planet. Astronomers have a name for these ghosts. Black dwarfs. Stars so old and cold, they look like giant planets. And the universe might be full of them, someday. But what if this isn't just theory? What if it's already happening? Meet WD 18F6 plus 534b. A strange object that might be the first star-turned planet ever found. At first glance, it looks like a massive gas giant, but what makes it weird is what it's orbiting. It's locked in orbit around a white dwarf, a dead star, and it's incredibly close. It completes a full orbit in just 1.4 Earth days. Now here's the jaw-dropper. Its mass and density suggest it's not just a planet. It may actually be the leftover core of a failed star, a white dwarf that never fully formed, or never ignited. It's like the star collapsed halfway, but instead of exploding or disappearing, it just shrunk into a cold, lifeless sphere. If that's true, it would be the first real-world example of a star transforming into a planetary mass object. Think about that. A star, stripped of its power, reduced to a silent wanderer. Here's where it gets cosmic. Some astronomers believe the universe is full of these objects, degenerate planets, born from the corpses of stars. And then there are brown dwarfs, failed stars that never had enough mass to ignite fusion. They're not stars, they're not planets, they sit in the in-between. Dark, heavy, often colder than firewood. So where do we draw the line? If a star cools, shrinks, and stops fusing, does it become a planet, or is it still a star by identity? We're starting to see that the universe doesn't care about our labels. It just evolves. Let's bring it home. One day our sun will run out of fuel. It will expand into a red giant, then collapse into a white dwarf. And over trillions of years, it will fade, shrink, cool. Eventually, it could become an invisible ember, Earth-sized, but unimaginably dense. No longer a star, not quite a planet, just an ancient ghost in the dark. Now imagine, what if billions of years later, new planets formed around that dead sun? Could they harbor life? Could another civilization discover it and wonder what it used to be? In the end, the universe is full of strange endings. Stars that don't explode, planets that used to burn. And the more we learn, the more we realize we've barely scratched the surface of what's possible. Subscribe to Beyond Light Years, where science isn't just explained, it's reimagined. And drop a comment, star or planet, what do you think it is?